Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Power Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report. Let's start with the calendar as always. First information which is not in calendar, so apparently we're getting closer to the trade agreement between China and US. This is positive information, so stocks are climbing higher, Australian dollar is gaining traction. This is a positive information for the risk. So there is a risk on mode right now on the market. About the Australian dollar is also gaining thanks to the better retail sales data. 0.2 was expected, 0.8 was the final number. This is very positive information, and it creates a situation where that dovish sentiment after Reserve Bank of Australia statement is gone, is wiped out. So we do have a positive sentiment towards the Australian dollar right now. Apart from this, we got retail sales from Eurozone better than expectations. Euro is gaining today, but Euro was going higher even before this data. 2.8% instead of 2.3. That's a very good number. We got PMIs, as you can see, PMI from services from UK, so the most important branch of their economy, fell below 50. We are expecting 50.9, and 50 is this barrier between contraction and development, and we are below this 50. So data from Australia better, China better, Eurozone better, UK worse. ADP employment change, not very important, but still number lower. We'll see if how it will affect the market. Still to come, PMIs, ISM PMIs from US. So this the most important news on the market. Now we can move to the charts. We can check the technical situation on the market. So what do we have here is a false breakout. So another false breakout on another instrument. Australian dollar to American dollar was testing yesterday crucial horizontal support here. We got a breakout. In theory, the breakout should give us a strong sell signal. But the price failed to go lower. This is a false breakout. Then this sell signal was fake, was false, was denied. And here we have a typical movement after the false breakout, so a strong upswing. There is a false breakout, and usually the movement after the false breakout we have a strong movement in the opposite direction. Now the price is testing dynamic resistance here, so line connecting recent lower highs. First test was positive for the sellers because we had a bounce, as you can see on hourly chart, but now the price is pushing higher, and most probably we'll have a breakout, and that breakout should give us a strong buy signal. So price closing a day, let's say like this, a day above this resistance will give us a strong buy signal. Next one is New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. Here the long-term situation is very negative. Why is that? Because we got a false breakout of the dynamic resistance, we got a false breakout of the horizontal resistance, and on the weekly chart we got a bearish engulfing pattern, so a positive candle and a negative candle. This is engulfing, the price covers this candle, and the price should go down. The price went down. The drop was very steep, so it's normal that we do have a correction. The correction should aim at least to the orange line, and this will be a great occasion to sell, because selling here was not so good because of the risk to reward ratio. Selling here would be awesome in terms of the risk to reward ratio. But obviously before selling you need to see the proper price action on this resistance, and by proper price action I mean any kind of reversal pattern like a shooting star or an engulfing or something like this, or a price pattern like a head and shoulder pattern or something. So only the price getting there will be not enough to open a short position. Again, you need to see the price reaction here. You need to see the price respecting this resistance. Third instrument is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is continuing this upswing. Well, maybe not continuing, but we are taking a small break. Yesterday's upswing was super strong. Today it's also nice, but it's not so volatile as yesterday. So let's say like this, that the price is taking a break. Still, we should get to $6,000 for one Bitcoin. This is the closest target for this. This is our aim. And we are looking for the price to get to this horizontal resistance on the Bitcoin. Now euro dollar, as you can see, euro dollar also made a false breakout. Actually, this resistance is no longer relevant. We need to change this and put this support here. So this is the closest support for the euro dollar right now. This resistance is also not relevant anymore because of the false breakout from here. What do we have here right now is a hammer on the support, and now we do have an upswing, which shows us that this hammer worked. Let's check how far, how deep this correction can go. As for now, we stopped on 23.6, but I guess the price getting to 38.2 is a reasonable target. And in my opinion, we can get there. So it looks like a reasonable target here. Price getting to the 38.2. We'll see, maybe we'll have a bounce here, and that would mean inverse head and shoulder pattern, right? That will be left shoulder, head, and maybe a right shoulder. We will see. Now Australian dollar to Swiss franc, I do have a position here. My stop loss was somewhere here. I moved it a little bit. It was almost triggered, but no. What do we have here right now is an... okay, I didn't want to move this. Actually, let's make a take profit anyway, so I will remove it. What do we have here? This is a neckline of the triple bottom formation or inverse head and shoulder pattern. Let's change the neckline, the color of the neckline, not blue, maybe black. Price breaking the black line will be a confirmation of the buy signal. Here it was a false breakout, it resulted with a downswing, but now the price is pushing higher again. So the trade is still in play, and it should be alright. Now DAX, as you can see, DAX is on new highs. This is a perfect example of a risk on mode, and perfect example again of a false breakout. So we get a false breakout below this support here. That's a false breakout, and the price went higher, new highs. Sentiment is positive. In the short term, yes, we can get a small reversal, a small bearish correction. But in the long term, we should see a further upswing. Dollar index is having a reversal. This is a very technical reversal. So what we got recently is a shooting star and a downswing. Obviously, most of the dollar index is euro dollar. So if on euro dollar on a daily chart we have a hammer, and an upswing, on the dollar index most probably will have a shooting star and a downswing. Yes, that's true. But also other instruments count here. Anyways, after this we should see the downswing towards the lower line of the ascending triangle pattern. Euro to ruble still locked below the resistance. As long as we stay below the resistance, the sentiment is rather negative. So price being below the resistance, below the orange area, which is significant, as you can see here, price being below the orange area is a negative thing and should result with a further drop. American dollar to Canadian dollar, what is happening here is the sideways trend, not very interesting. We are still above the major uptrend line. And as long as we are above the blue line, the sentiment is definitely positive. Next one is crude oil. Crude is showing enormous strength. It's very unusual for the price to break the upper line of the channel up formation. So we are in the upper line of the channel up. We were in the channel up formation. The price should bounce from here and continue this. But very impressive strength of the crude created a situation when the price is breaking the upper line of this pattern. Nothing to add here. The sentiment is positive, and we should see a further rise. Brexit, British pound, American dollar. We are getting closer to the Brexit data. What we are having here right now is the bounce from the horizontal support here, and the price bounces from this horizontal support with an inverse head and shoulder pattern, so a left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Not the prettiest one on the record, but still significant. The price breaks the neckline. This is this blue area. Price defends the neckline as for now, which creates a positive situation here. Obviously, I wouldn't think about buying here, but because we are in the middle of the symmetric triangle pattern, right? But if you really have to trade, the sentiment looks quite all right. Now S&P 500, everything is alright, 3,000 points, soon maybe, sky is the limit, right? New highs. What else can I add here? Everything is alright, everything is cool, no reason to worry about anything. American dollar to Russian ruble still above the horizontal support, so as long as we stay above the orange area, the sentiment is positive. Here is the false breakout, and this false breakout should result with a further upswing. And now gold. Gold is showing us the risk on mode, so gold is going down, especially here. They just cannot leave the price. Here what is happening is the price is creating head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Right shoulder is almost finished. We should get to this horizontal support pretty soon. Price getting here will be an invitation. Price dropping below this blue line will be an invitation to go short. We don't have a few major instruments like American dollar to Japanese yen, so let's check what is going on American dollar to Japanese yen. On American dollar to Japanese yen, interesting situation because we have this. Oh, I'm sorry. What we are having here is an hourly chart, and on hourly chart we do have this resistance. So there was a, let's say, a flag. Flag resulted with the breakout to the upside as expected because the flag is in a bullish trend. We defended the upper line of this formation, and now the price is aiming higher. So this is a positive situation on American dollar to Japanese yen. We do have a buy signal on American dollar to Japanese yen. Last instrument I would like to check is New Zealand dollar to American dollar. Let's see if we have something here. First, we need to check the daily chart. The daily chart shows us this formation here. Okay, on H4 chart it will be more accurate. Let's see like this. So on New Zealand dollar to American dollar, what do we have here? Is one. There is also this downtrend line. Let's say like this. The thing is that this can be considered as a false breakout. Obviously, still the price can reverse, but if this is a false breakout, then we will close this, let's say, day above those two. That will be a strong signal to buy, which will cancel this strong sell signal here on New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. So many false breakouts on the charts recently. Watch out for that. That is false breakout. Yes, can be a good occasion to trade. but still you need to be very, very careful when trading this. Okay, guys, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed this daily analytical report. I think you got some good trading ideas. Thank you. All the best in trading and see you tomorrow.